Hello, SEAHO. My name is Dylan Rufer, and I serve as an area coordinator at Middle Tennessee State University. On behalf of the SEAHO Awards and Recognition Committee, I am proud to present the Humanitarian Award. Established in 2003, this award recognizes an individual or individuals within SEAHO who have gone above and beyond the call of duty for a student in crisis by demonstrating physical effort, spiritual commitment, or an act of bravery, determination, and courage. I would now like her home institution to share a few excerpts from the recipient's nomination letters.
This afternoon. So the award that I'm handing out is called the SEAHO Humanitarian Award. This award recognizes an individual or individuals within SEAHO who have gone above and beyond the call of duty for a student in crisis. We were specifically asked not to nominate people related to COVID. We did it anyways, and Amanda is our award winner for the SEAHO Humanitarian Award. So Amanda loves the spotlight to be on her, so she is living her best life at the moment, but everybody turn their mic on and congratulate Amanda.
Congratulations!
Good morning. My name is Sean Groom, Director of Housing and Residence Life at Virginia Tech. Shortly after SEAHO 2020 in Louisville, the COVID pandemic hit the world. Here at Virginia Tech, our on-campus population went from 9,500 students down to 800 and finally 500 after the Commonwealth mandated that students had to have a reason to stay on campus rather than the desire to do so. When the pandemic struck, I appointed Amanda Egan to become our COVID Chief of Staff. She really did everything for us. So she was a great communicator, worked with a number of offices on campus, coordinated our move out process for over 9,000 students, and was just a fantastic advocate for both the institution and our students. Amanda has a undergraduate degree in emergency management. This served her incredibly well. Everything from communication to crisis, she led with grace and humility. And then as we moved on from depopulating in the spring to planning for a fall 2021 or fall 2020 in the midst of a pandemic, she did a fantastic job. She helped plan our move-in process, worked very closely with Virginia Department of Health, our health center, our rescue squad, and others. And so I'm happy to be able to award Amanda Egan the Humanitarian Award for SEAHO 2021.
Thanks again, and help me congratulate this year's award winner, Amanda Egan.
Hello, SEAHO. My name is Aubrey Adams, and I'm the Associate Director for Occupancy Management at Louisiana State University. On behalf of the SEAHO Awards and Recognition Committee, I'm pleased to present the Peace Award. SEAHO Peace Award stands for Providing Educational Advocacy for Cultural Excellence. It is presented to a member to honor and recognize outstanding contributions and service to the SEAHO region through the advancement of diversity and multiculturalism. Such advancement can be attributed to advocacy, leadership, mentorship, educational initiatives, and programming. The recipient must have been a member of a SEAHO institution for at least one full academic year and have demonstrated exceptional service in the areas of diversity and multiculturalism on their home campus and/or to SEAHO. Examples include encouraging members of underrepresented groups to become involved in the housing profession, promoting a better understanding of diversity issues, presenting programs on topics of diversity and/or multiculturalism, serving as an ally, mentorship, and supporting the SEAHO Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee.
But here's the first one. This is the Peace Award. And here's what I say. It is with great pleasure that I write this letter of nomination for Kayla Harris to receive the SEAHO Peace Award. I was excited last summer when Kayla offered to participate in a DEI work group I led and collaborated with our Akuhawai intern to develop and implement training sessions for both student and professional staff. She was intentional about creating sessions that would directly connect DEI work to the everyday work of coordinators. With our intern, Kayla developed 3 one-hour sessions: social identity and cultural competency, implicit bias and microaggressions, and active listening and empathic mindset. All sessions were well received by the coordinator team. She also collaborated with another member of the work group to create an online training session for student staff called QTPOC, Intersections of Race, Ethnicity, and LGBTQ+ identities. The work group was significantly impacted by the worldwide protests of the murder of George Floyd, and many others, and wanted to make sure that we were also talking about how we have multiple identities that often intersect. The feedback from student and professional staff was overwhelmingly positive. Not only is Kayla committed to the growth and development of students and staff at VT, she is also committed to her own growth and development. She and I have frequent conversations about what it means for her to be a Black woman in a majority white department at an historically white institution that is steeped in racist history. She talks about the challenges of wanting to be her authentic self and how she may be perceived when she is. Excuse me. She talks about looking for mentorship from someone who looks like her and not finding it. She talks about being one of a few and the responsibility that places on her to be a good Black professional. All of the experiences she has, all of the questions she asks, and all of the issues she faces are the reasons why she wants to work with college students. Kayla wants to be there to support all students, particularly those with marginalized identities, so they can be successful while at Virginia Tech. Her commitment to DEI work is truly outstanding. It is for these reasons and many more that Kayla Harris deserves the SEAHO Peace Award. So give it up for Kayla, y'all.
Well done, Kayla. Deserved.
Hi, my name is Stephanie, and I have the pleasure of supervising Kayla Harris in her role as a residential learning coordinator at Virginia Tech. And I am thrilled that she won the Peace Award through SEAHO. I nominated her because she is just phenomenal. She is so incredibly passionate about diversity, inclusion, equity, social justice work. She really, truly lives it, breathes it, makes sure that it's part of her every day, the work that she does with her students, with her colleagues. She has developed a number of different initiatives for the department to help us ensure that we're talking about social justice and DEI, and that it's not something that we're letting kind of just slide by or be forgotten. She is so, so deserving of this award, and I couldn't be happier for her.
Please join me in congratulating Kayla Harris of Virginia Tech for this year's Peace Award winner.
Hello, SEAHO. My name is Dee Allard, and I serve as the Executive Director for Housing and Residence Life at Mississippi State University. On behalf of the SEAHO Awards and Recognition Committee, I am proud to present the Charles W. Bean Memorial Service Award. At the 1982 SEAHO Conference, the Charles Bean Memorial Service Award was established in memory of Charles Bean, Director of Housing at the University of Mississippi. This award is presented annually to the individual who is judged to have contributed most to the success of SEAHO this year. I am joined by Ben Wicker, Associate Director of Residence Education at Georgia Southern University and our 2021 Conference Chair and lead nominator for this recipient, who will share a few excerpts from the recipient's nomination letters. Ben?
Hello, I would like to share a few excerpts from the recipient's nomination letters. This person is a true workhorse. This person is like a duck on water, perfectly still and calm on top, but all the while kicking those legs like no one has ever seen. They do the work of SEAHO in a quiet manner and expect no accolades in return. They're resourceful, take initiative, and hold their peers accountable. After the annual conference, when COVID began to clearly affect our organization and its members' institutions, this person immediately jumped into action to assure every one of our financial solvency and take care of our needs. Here are a few of those accomplishments. They worked with the executive board, the host committee, and various contracted vendors to navigate once seemingly insignificant contract clauses. They navigated the dissolution of SPE and communicated with the leaders in SWCUHO, SACSA, and the SPE board to properly figure out financial agreement conclusion. They advocated for and updated the leadership manual to keep 7 years of SEAHO financial documents on hand in accordance with best practices. They led us through record, legacy, fund, contribution, and disbursement, while also working out to flesh out the new treasurer-elect position. They made budget cuts as necessary to cut extraneous spending, allowing the association to offer a virtual conference on a large scale with zero cost to membership, all while keeping SEAHO thriving with a great conference experience without dipping into our savings or reserve funds. They worked with the conference coordinator, myself, to convert SEAHO 2021 from an in-person conference in Charleston, South Carolina, to a virtual format. They have been front and center in advocating for us as we've negotiated our contracts in Charleston, coming out of the deal with no financial penalty, saving SEAHO close to $200,000 in penalties.
Serving as the SEAHO's treasurer is not an easy task to be taken lightly, nor one which many would choose to pursue. Shylin has never faltered in her service in this role. She works hard to keep our finances in order and to keep our association leadership informed and advised of our financial status. As such, Shylin has been a tremendous champion and trainer for Two-Step. Please join me in congratulating this year's award winner, Shylin Scott from William and Mary, as this year's Charles W. Bean Memorial Service Award winner.
Hi, SEAHO. On behalf of Dee Allard, President-elect of SEAHO, it's my great honor to present the plaque for the Charles W. Bean Memorial Service Award to Shylin Scott for her incredible and dedicated and long-term service to SEAHO. Both her SEAHO and William and Mary tribe are completely proud of her. Congratulations. Thank you.
Join me again to congratulate Dr. Shylin Scott as our 2021 Charles W. Bean Memorial Service Award winner.
Greetings, SEAHO. My name is Julie McMahon. I serve as the Director of Housing and Residential Life at the University of South Carolina, Upstate. And on behalf of the Awards and Recognition Committee, I am proud to present the SEAHO Founders Award. Aptly named for some of our brightest past leaders, including Harold Riker, Edith McCollum, John Story, Raymond C. King, and Donald R. Moore, we present this award annually to an individual whose dedicated service and initiative to SEAHO epitomizes the work of our founders. The criteria for the SEAHO Founders Award is that the individual has served for a minimum of 5 years in a housing and residential life role in the SEAHO region, that they have served on at least 2 committees or task forces, or been a member of our governing council. However, most of our Founders Award recipients have actually done all 3. And that their work has been judged instrumental in both advancing the SEAHO organization and the profession of housing and residential life. What makes this award unique from others is that 2 to 3 nominations are submitted. However, none of those letters can come from the recipient's institution. So it takes quite a coordinated effort to pull this together. Our committee thanks Kathy Hobgood at Clemson University, Gavin Rourke at Virginia Commonwealth University, and Dr. Shannon Staten at Florida State University for their kind words and thoughtful nomination on today's recipient. Now I will invite in Kathy Hobgood, Assistant Vice President of Student Auxiliary Services at Clemson University, to share some excerpts from the nomination letters.
Greetings, colleagues. It was among the greatest honors of my life to serve as the SEAHO archivist from 2011 to 2020 and as the chairperson for the SEAHO 50th anniversary celebration in 2014. Having spent most of the past decade studying our association founders and reading their words in their original bad handwriting, I feel uniquely qualified to vouch that our recipient is a professional whose experience, service, and spirit is absolutely worthy of this honor. Our recipient has attended every annual conference since 1993. They've served on multiple committees, task forces, numerous advisory roles, and held most positions within the elected slate of the association, including the presidential path, and served as Rely faculty. They've mentored hundreds of professionals from the region and pre-professionals on their campus. They care greatly about the history of our association, sharing that history with others, and showing outstanding SEAHO pride. And they are currently serving in both advisory roles, the first person in SEAHO history to do so. In the 50th anniversary SEAHO history book, this year's Founders Award recipient provided the following reflection. SEAHO has been my professional home since I attended my first SEAHO in Charlotte. I was hooked, and I knew that I would become a regular. SEAHO gives housing professionals the opportunity to come together once a year and grow, learn, and share ideas that makes each of us a stronger professional. The nomination team holds this individual in the very highest regard, and we are fortunate to call him a professional colleague and friend. At this point, I'd like to invite Dr. Chandra Myrick, Assistant Vice Chancellor for Student Life and Executive Director of Student Housing at the University of Tennessee, Knoxville, to make the presentation.
Hi. Well, I would like to first of all thank you so much, Kathy, and ask if everyone could please join the nominators and our team here at the University of Tennessee in congratulating this year's Founders Award winner, Jerry Adams.
Never would I have thought this would be coming my way. So total shock. Did not know I was even nominated. I guess I could take off my mask a little bit. It is that time of the year, but thank you so much. That's really, really it. You know how much I love SEAHO. I have the Kathy SEAHO love. And I see Kathy at the top of Chandra's screen there. But so many people have been so supportive over the years, from Jim Grubb to getting me involved to Phil Reardon. Can't never forget Al Calarco from back in the day when he was the first person who talked to me about being on a programming committee. So it has been a true journey of love for 27, 28 years with SEAHO. And all the staff here who supported me over the years, especially Miles, Steve, and Kim, who, when I was president, was here picking up the pieces as I was always doing SEAHO work. So, and it's been so much fun to have Chandra here, to actually have someone who understands SEAHO and to work with someone who's so supportive of SEAHO and has done so much herself. So not what I expected, not what she told me 5 minutes ago. She's a good liar. She told me we had a rock crisis, and I was on my phone trying to find rock pictures students sent me this weekend and all this stuff. So, but wow, never. So thank you all so much. I really appreciate it.
Yay. Well, thank you everyone for joining us today to make the surprise announcement to Jerry Adams as the 2021 SEAHO Founders Award. And thank you again to the nomination team. We really appreciate your kind words about Jerry Adams.
Hello, SEAHO. I hope you're enjoying your virtual conference experience so far. My name is Katie Lewis, and I currently serve as the Corporate Partners Committee Chair. I'm beyond excited to announce the winner of this year's Corporate Partner Award. This award is presented annually to a corporate partner that has shown support for SEAHO and its member institutions. The winner of this award should demonstrate a connection to SEAHO in our annual conference for a minimum of 3 consecutive years through attendance at our annual conference and participation in our exhibit experiences. They should be creating relationships with institutions and sharing knowledge and resources by presenting at a conference, writing articles for the profession, and utilizing their products or services at SEAHO affiliated institutions. For this year's recipient, I would like to share a few clips from the recipient's nomination letters. And the first nominator said, "Over the 7 years of using this corporate partner services, I've seen it change and adapt to meet the unique needs within residence life. A majority of these changes came directly from user feedback. They're known for creating and supporting a community of learners. They host frequent webinars, post blogs, send newsletters, and have some fun giveaways. I know I can reach out at any point and receive a prompt and friendly answer, and they'll typically share a suggestion or tip on how to improve what I'm working on. This past year, they created more than a conference. They created an interactive experience to actually share knowledge. This is reflective of their emphasis on creating and sustaining community. I believe this company embodies our SEAHO values, especially being connected, intentional, collaborative, inclusive, and innovative." And another nominator shared the following. When institutions were closing across the nation, this company was there providing debriefing spaces and game nights so that all of us could just take a break. They understand what we're going through as the year unfolds because so many of their staff are former housing professionals. This serves as a tremendous benefit to us as they have a finger on the pulse of what we need, even before we know to ask. They hosted multiple initiatives this past year to demonstrate that we are more than just users, that we're friends. Some initiatives include housing and residence life recognition campaigns, their annual conference, December's 8 days of giveaways, virtual webinars, regular newsletters, and virtual community connection series. The entirety of 2021 has been exceptionally stressful, and this company has stepped up time and time again to help lessen our burden and bring smiles to our faces. And another nominator expressed the following about this company. The biggest challenge we faced in 2020 was not knowing when or how residents could retrieve their personal belongings. This company worked tirelessly to help create and implement new processes to facilitate a pragmatic and safe move-out process. This company thought through the student perspective of the user experience and adapted client communication tools to provide clear instructions for completion. Between quickly developing new forms and services that could meet the new demands of an all-virtual campus to hosting webinars and roundtable discussions that helped professionals connect over their approaches, this company never let their clients face the challenge alone. They consistently represent their services at the annual conference and work to support many institutions in the region. So please join me in congratulating this year's Corporate Partner Award winner, eResLife. And so to my friends over at eResLife, your plaque is safe and sound with me in Florida, but fear not, I'll be working to mail it to you in the near future. So thank you again for your unwavering SEAHO support.
Hey SEAHO, my name is Michael Dobrin and I serve as a residence coordinator at Louisiana State University and your SEAHO report editor. We had a lot of fantastic articles submitted to and published in the SEAHO report since we met in Louisville last year, and I am excited to welcome LaFarren Merriweather to announce this year's winner of the SEAHO Report Article of the Year Award. LaFarren, take it away.
Thanks, Michael. So, on behalf of SEAHO, I have the pleasure of awarding you the SEAHO Report Article of the Year. You're welcome. Congratulations.
Good afternoon, SEAHO. My name is Greg Hollinger, and I serve as a complex director at Emory University. On behalf of the SEAHO Awards and Recognition Committee, I am proud to present the Outstanding Graduate Student Award. This award gives special recognition to an individual who, through dedicated service to their home institution, has shown dedication to the profession and to the students that they serve. Candidates for the award must be in at least their second year of graduate work and be employed by a housing department of an institution in the SEAHO region. Please join me in congratulating this year's award winner, Sabrina Sturgeon at Virginia Tech.
This is the SEAHO Outstanding Graduate Student Award. So here's a little bit of what I wrote. It is with great pleasure that I write this letter of nomination for Sabrina Sturgeon to receive the SEAHO Outstanding Graduate Student Award. While Sabrina was in my area of oversight last year, she did not directly report to me. I told Sabrina's previous supervisor that I was writing this nomination and asked if she wanted to include any words of support. Here's what she had to say. In HRL, we aspire to know and be known with our residents. As an ARLC in Hogue Hall, Sabrina worked closely with me to support and serve a residential community of 850 engineering students. Although Sabrina does not have a STEM background, she made dedicated efforts to connect with the residents and learn about their passion for all things engineering. She met students where they were and cultivated a culture of care wherever she went. Not only has Sabrina proven herself to be a student-centered professional, but she has also demonstrated herself to be a superb administrator, colleague, and friend. Sabrina left for her summer internship without knowing her placement for the 2020-2021 academic year, as HRL was still making structural and hiring decisions with the impact of COVID-19. Midsummer, we called Sabrina to talk with her about the possibility of overseeing her own building and reporting directly to an assistant director. Sabrina did not hesitate and jumped at the opportunity for this challenge. I was personally thrilled to not only have Sabrina back in my area for a second year, but to also have the chance to directly supervise her. I was concerned about Sabrina's many responsibilities and her ability to manage everything, as I wanted to ensure that her main focus was on her classes and that she maintain a modicum of well-being. This semester has shown that Sabrina is able to manage all of her responsibilities and maintain good overall health. Her confidence has grown exponentially, and I have no doubt that much of that is because she was given the opportunity to run her own building. Sabrina has maintained her positive energy and continues to support and advocate for her residents and student staff while also completing the myriad of administrative tasks. She was also beneficial with our incoming grad assistants, as she was the sole returning grad to the department and was able to provide support and perspective to her peers. Not only has Sabrina been a star ARLC, as well as a committed learner of all things student affairs, but she is also an outstanding student, as she has maintained a 4.0 grade point average these past 3 semesters. It is for these reasons and many more that Sabrina Sturgeon deserves the SEAHO Outstanding Graduate Student Award. Woo! Give it up for Sabrina!
Let's go! Good job!
Thank you, SEAHO, for all of your nominations.
Hello, SEAHO. My name is Anlyn Harvey, and I'm a coordinator for Residence Life and Education at the University of Central Florida.
And my name is Kayla Hudson. I'm a residence coordinator at Florida State University. On behalf of the Awards and Recognition Committee, we are proud to present the James C. Grimm Outstanding New Professional Award.
This award is presented to a new professional in housing and residence life who is within their first 3 years of professional employment and has demonstrated outstanding performance to his or her campus and profession, therefore demonstrating potential for a successful and effective career in housing.
We would like to share a few excerpts from the recipient's nomination letters. This recipient has embraced our office's highest goals and has become a leader in many of them in just a few months. Specifically, our office goals related to diversity, equity, and inclusion. This past semester, this individual established our office's first ever RA of Color support group. This project was a divisional priority that started before the recipient was even hired, but since adding them to our team, they breathed life and direction into this project.
This recipient will go to great lengths to support her students no matter what. They believe strongly in intentionality, efficiency, and ensures that her supervision and leadership style revolves around empowerment. In the midst of the pandemic and navigating multiple life transitions, they continue to perform at a high achieving level professionally. Without her leadership, the Division of Student Affairs, Housing and Residence Life, and the entire Spider family would be at a loss.
This recipient has contributed to SEAHO in many ways, serving as a Graduate Issues and Involvement Committee Chair. They address graduate students' issues and needs while facilitating graduate student involvement. This recipient is one of the youngest individuals to serve on the SEAHO Governing Council. In addition, this individual also submitted an article which was published in the 2019 SEAHO report. They also participated in Relay.
Congratulations to the James C. Grimm Outstanding New Professional Award winner, Ashley Owens.
I could not be prouder of Ashley for achieving this award, and I can think of no one more deserving. Ashley's work truly speaks for itself. She has been at UR for less than a year, but already her impact is deeply felt and will have lasting impacts. From establishing our first ever RA of Color support group, to implementing an implicit bias training for RAs, to leading not one, but 2 student affairs offices in the planning and implementation of an inclusive hiring practices presentation that will be offered to our entire division. Ashley has shown her commitment, values, and incredible work ethic in an extremely short period of time. Ashley has had a profound impact on me, both as a professional but also personally. I have found myself leaning on her and her expertise and guidance on hard days. She is both pragmatic and real, while also sharing her joy and light with all of us in the office. It is a huge honor to know her and to work with her. The impact she will have on the field of student affairs is simply immeasurable. I can confidently say in a decade or two, when new grads are studying the history of student affairs and learning about the giants in our field, they will undoubtedly know her name. Congratulations, Ashley.
Good afternoon, colleagues. It's great to see everyone. My name is Brittany Filbert, and my pronouns are she, her, hers. And I serve as the Assistant Director for Residence Life at the University of North Carolina, Wilmington.
Hello, Carolina. My name is Michael Jones. My pronouns are he, him. I serve as an Assistant Director for Residential Experience at Vanderbilt University, but most importantly, a graduate of the USC HESA program class of 2012, and is glad to be with you all here in Gamecock spirit today. We are representatives for the SEAHO Awards and Recognition Committee, and we are excited to be with you all today. It is our pleasure to share that this year's recipient of the Outstanding Mid-Level Professional Award is part of the University of South Carolina team. For those who may be unfamiliar with this award, it is presented to a mid-level professional who supports and mentors entry-level and support staff, works to recruit students and retain colleagues in the field, and creates new strategies for connecting with students and improving the department, all while sharing their experiences in the field. This professional is dedicated to working with students, the department, and profession.
One of the nominators shared that this year's recipient challenges her supervisees to step out of their comfort zone, all while offering unwavering support and guidance. And that as a leader, she is a steady voice of logic and reason when contributing to the philosophies and ethos that shape your unit's work with and for your students. Another nominator wrote that she approaches her role with impeccable grace, poise, and wisdom, and that her staff always receives the utmost level of care, mentorship, support, and leadership. She is a true example of an inspirational leader who leads with incredible integrity, purpose, and conviction, and has a strong passion for the work we do in housing and residence life in the SEAHO region.
This year's recipient of the Outstanding Mid-Level Professional Award for the Southeastern Association for Housing Officers is Tiffany Condi. Congratulations, Tiffany.
Congratulations, Tiffany.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Look at this special delivery. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
What a fun time. Thank you so much. Y'all are too kind. Oh my goodness. It is like the honor of my lifetime to be recognized in this way. This is so unexpected, but certainly well needed. It has been quite a year for us, and I'm just so excited to be able to represent our region and bring one home for Carolina. Go Gamecocks. We love that. So just such a pleasure to see all these beautiful faces, and thank you so much for this recognition. It is so, it's just overwhelming. So that's all I can really say. Thanks, SEAHO, and thanks to my good colleagues and the students that I get to work with every day. You make it all so worth it, and I just am so thankful.
Hi, everyone. My name is Jeremy Bowersox, and I serve as the Senior Assistant Director for Housing and Residence Life at Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University in Daytona Beach, Florida. On behalf of the Awards and Recognitions Committee, I am proud to present the SEAHO Outstanding Mentor Award. This award is presented to an individual who has provided outstanding mentorship to students or other housing professionals. Nominees should have served in a residential life and housing as a staff member for at least 5 years. This award is presented to someone that goes above and beyond in their efforts to provide guidance and support to students or staff in their role as a housing staff member. The nomination included 2 letters of support. One of the nominators had this to share. One of their peers within the department says, "This award recipient is an exceptional colleague and a natural-born leader. They demonstrate an excellent work ethic by always being reliable, prepared, and ready to rise to any challenge on any given occasion. They have an immense passion for their staff and our UCF students, and take on an active role in both their professional and personal growth. Their impeccable attention to detail, management of projects, and their enthusiasm makes this recipient a wonderful coworker and leader. Please join me in congratulating this year's award winner, Dr. Fallon Thacker. Dr. Thacker, please go open your office door.
Hi, we're here outside Dr. Fallon Thacker's door. She has no idea she was nominated and won this award. So come join us while we surprise her.
Yes, it's gonna be fun. Come on.
Oh,
Dr. Thacker! Congratulations!
I'm so surprised. I don't know why I'm crying. Thank you.
Hello again, SEAHO. My name is Greg Hollinger, and I serve as a complex director at Emory University. On behalf of the SEAHO Awards and Recognition Committee, I am proud to present the Academic Collaboration Award. This award is presented to a housing department that currently has programs in place where academic affairs are intentionally involved on campus and residential communities. The Academic Collaboration Award will recognize a program and/or community that involves collaboration between housing and academic affairs.
Everyone, so I'm here to present the SEAHO Award for Academic Collaboration. So the Academic Collaboration Award is presented to a housing department that currently has programs in place where academic affairs are intentionally involved in on-campus residential communities. The Academic Collaboration Award will recognize a program and/or community that involves collaboration between housing and academic affairs. So I am pleased that this year SEAHO selected the Meraki Living Learning Community under the leadership of Kevin Wogenrich for this award. Congrats, and we have Kevin here with us today. Please give some congrats, and I'll read a little bit more as well. So as many of you know, Meraki is fairly new LLC that launched in the fall of 2019. The foundation of this community was established as two proposals for a wellness-themed LLC as they were submitted in a similar timeframe. We were able to capitalize on interest from the academic home, human nutrition, foods and exercise, and the student affairs well-being departments to create a broad-reaching community open to both students who have vocational interest in well-being, but also those who want to integrate well-being behaviors into their daily lives. From the beginning, this community was a true bridging of student affairs and academic affairs and continues to be so today. And in the fall 2020 semester, Meraki held over 50 events for students in the community, most of which were safe in-person events with a virtual component so students could still experience being together. Some of these events include field days, Friendsgiving, Hokie hikes, painting programs, self-care Sundays, walls of affirmation, stadium runs, meditation workshops, yoga classes, and trips to local places like the farmers market. In the 2019-2020 academic year, the first year student Meraki GPA average was 3.42 compared to 3.36 for all LLP first years and 3.27 for on-campus first years not in an LLP. And lastly, program growth was 19.7% from year 1 to year 2, despite the barrier of COVID. The fall 21 projected growth is 100. So the future is very bright for Meraki. Congrats, y'all.
Woo! Hey! Great job. Congrats, friend.
Please join me in congratulating this year's award winner, Kevin Wojenrich, in the Meraki Living Learning Community at Virginia Tech. Thank you, SEAHO, for all of your nominations.
Hello, SEAHO. My name is Patrick Prome, and I serve as the outgoing chair for the Research and Information Committee, joining you from the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. On behalf of the SEAHO Awards and Recognition Committee, I am proud to present the Outstanding Contributions to Research Award. This award is presented to an individual or individuals who have contributed to and advanced the body of knowledge of the housing profession, Awarded since 2019, this award recognizes a significant contribution through the completion of an assessment-oriented study and the subsequent contribution of the findings back to the SEAHO membership. Please join me in congratulating this year's award winner, Dr. Brandon Brown from Birmingham Southern College, for his research, The African-American Male Resident Assistant, exploring the relationship between academic self-efficacy, sense of belonging, and overall college experience. Congratulations, Dr. Brandon Brown.
We're here to present Dr. Brandon Brown with the Outstanding Contributions to Research Award. He's not aware, but we're about to head in now. Dr. Brown. Hello, just want to present my boss, Dr. Brandon Brown, with the Outstanding Contributions to Research Award on behalf of SEAHO and the Awards and Recognition Committee. Congratulations. Thank you.